preseason action obviously underway, and I'd be remiss if we didn't start with the young guns, because that is fresh in my mind for tonight, and your name has a little something to do with that. Tell us what that's all about there, and explain it for the just audio listeners too, because we're on a live stream here. I can see you, they can't see you.
Yes. So, in our little taglines, all the more reason we encourage you guys to tune in with us live. And if you can't tune in with us live, you can always find these broadcasts again on YouTube. So go subscribe to that YouTube channel. We actually just crossed 400 subs, Johnny. So that's a little bit of a cool and tough moment for us as well. But I said, I'll have a Korchinski, just like you're sitting at your favorite Southside dive bar here in Chicago, and you start talking in your accents and you say, hey, buddy, I got my meal. I'm a little thirsty, and I could have a Budweiser, or I could have a Busch, or I could have a Miller. But son of a bitch, I'll take a Korchinski, because I'll tell you what, as Voodoo XO7 said, that 5'5" sweater in a couple of years might look really good, because that kid is something special. If he's that good offensively, Johnny, like I told you before we started, and he's only 18 now, just imagine what he's like when he develops for a couple of years.
Hell yeah, Ron. I love it. As what we're referring to, guys, that is two of the youngsters that we've been excited about here. Kevin Korchinski, obviously, and then Samuel Savoie were the only two players to play in both games. It was kind of the main group that went out for game one at the United Center, as expected, in front of the home crowd. And then for game two, they basically had everyone else that was not playing in game one was in the game two lineup. But those two, they want to get them some action here. Luke Richardson said they're making that a point of emphasis before those guys return to their respective teams where they're going to play. Korchinski captaining, I believe, out in Seattle in the WHL. So let's talk tonight, Ron. Since, like I said, it's fresh in the mind. And that stretch pass, it was the future, man. The Blackhawks even posted a meme about it on Instagram. I was thinking immediately, the Squidward meme, the future, right? That's exactly what came to mind, and that's exactly what they posted, and it was beautiful. It was his own exit and a stretch pass by Korchinski, lifted it up for Reichel, who was just streaking across the neutral zone, went in, cut across the center ice lane, picked up the puck on a stick flawlessly, buried 1-5 hole, and that's what all Blackhawks fans needed to see tonight, Ron.
Absolutely. This is a season with the future in mind, Johnny, and that was just a little teaser. That's the appetizer, as we like to say over at Cubs on Tap, with these young guns that are coming along in the pipeline. And Johnny, I'll raise you another meme or a GIF as well. The Leonardo DiCaprio biting the fist,
right? Yeah,
as well comes to mind.
Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, man, that pass was perfect. I mean, it takes an elite offensive player. I don't care how old you are, how far along you are in your development. Not every defenseman in the NHL makes that pass. So the fact that he's able to do that, we'll take a Korchinski light, my friends, tonight with that. And honestly, I know we're sitting here and we're really enjoying the Korchinski vibes here right now, Johnny. But kudos to Lukas Reichel. He looks like a different player. That speed was something that I don't think we saw as much last year because of a lack of confidence. So that was really cool to see too tonight.
Yeah, well, while we're on the topic of that, obviously we talked a bit about Korchinski. And hey, by the way, love our YouTube comment section. A little more Korchinski light, my friends. And then we got Matt chiming in, says we think we need an on-tap Korchinski brew crossover with Goose Island, maybe. Hey, who knows? They're in the team-themed brews. Obviously, the Blackhawks Pale Ale. That's something we'll discuss a little bit later on. But yeah, I think we could get a Korchinski.
Can we
wait? Does he have to be of legal drinking?
I was just going to ask that. Do we have to wait 3 years for that to work? I mean, we can draw up all the paperwork now with him and just make sure it's ready to roll.
We make it and enjoy it, and then tease him with it, and then this is what you're working for. And that's I think that's a good string along. It's like the guy on the fishing pole and what commercial the kid. Yeah, you got to be a little quicker than that. You got to be a little older than that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, and maybe who knows? It might work out perfectly. He might turn 21. He might be ready for his debut, and then the On Tap crew can crack a cold one with him with his own Korchinski brew when he makes his NHL debut, Jonathan. So who knows, man?
All right.
Who knows?
I love that. That's, kind of the initial Korchinski one. But another guy you mentioned there, the guy who scored the goal on that, obviously the Korchinski pass was really nice, but Lukas Reichel with a nice finish there. You talked about him looking stronger, more confident, right? I think, the offseason of training and obviously taking what he learned from that kind of short, 11, 12 game sample size that he had at the NHL level last year has helped him over the summer. And I noticed it, Ron. I know that's going to be sexy. That's the highlight reel. That's the one that, the Blackhawks posted. That's the one that NHL posted. That's what's getting all the attention. I understand it. What I really liked from Lucas Reichel most tonight was in the third period, I believe. It was it actually might have been the second period. Towards the end of the second period, Reichel definitely looked like he improved in his own zone. His back checking was improved, and he broke up a couple of plays. Just A, good awareness on them, and then B, quick stick work to go and lift the stick, be able to dig the puck out, and he was able to cancel a play before the Red Wings were able to get it into the slot. That is what we call protecting the house here at Four Feathers, Ron.
Yes, and Johnny, as anybody that knows, we love protecting the house here, and yeah, I think that too just speaks such big volumes into the strides he has taken as a player in terms of that development. Right, you said that 12-game stint he had the NHL last season, and kind of taking those mental notes of what he needs to work on going into the future. But Johnny, as well, it makes me feel like that Reichel is confident in understanding Luke Richardson's system as well, because as Luke Richardson said, they want to play kind of that box model with the guy at the top. That way it's simple, but it can lead to that quick offense, right? And that's kind of what we saw on the goal tonight, right?
Right.
It really was that quick offense.
And it's canceling plays, Ron. I think that's what I really want to drive home from Luke Richardson's sort of initial implementation of the system. And it's canceling plays because so many times we saw last year, other teams able to cycle the puck kind of at will. And it looked like a mess. The Blackhawks were a mess in their own zone, right? But when you go and simplify it, the players have responded to it and said that they it was easy to understand, straightforward concepts, stuff like that. But then once again, then you're generating offense the other way, which is the goal of Luke Richardson's defense, right? Play fast, hard, have guys attacking the puck, guys canceling plays, and then leading the other way. So that was just one observation I had from Lucas Reichel.